What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cecily Monroe. I'm here with Rap Detention. We about to get ready with this Q&A. Let's go. What's the freakiest thing you've done in school or witnessed? So, I was always in class. So I can't say the freakiest thing that I've done in school, but what I've witnessed, I witnessed some things. I witnessed some things. We just gonna leave it. I mean, I guess if we just gotta tell it, like a girl give a head in school, like I guess. What scares me? What scares you about relationships? What scares me is I don't feel like I'm gonna have the opportunity to really be who I am. You know, like I feel like in relationships, it's like two people coming together from two totally different ends of the world, and you have to mesh and you have to agree to disagree, and you have to relinquish so much of yourself to be with somebody. So that's what scares me. Like I want to be who I am. I want to be the bird. I want to fly. I'm an Aquarius. So I'm very much like the water, and I want to just flow, and I can't be with somebody that stops my flow, you know what I'm saying, that stops my shine. You know, just because, you know, you might be a glass of wine, honey, I'm a shot of 1738, so, and you can't get with that, man. When and why did you create the Color Me Bad prom send-off? Oh, that's one near and dear to my heart. When did I start? It was 5 years ago. I actually was driving past Martin Luther King High School, and it was God that told me to do this. God was like, hey, I want you to do something amazing for the youth, and I want you to send them off to prom. And I had all these questions like, God, how am I going to do this? Where am I going to get this from, this resource, that resource? And he kind of just assured me, like, you know, don't worry about all that stuff. Don't worry about where it's gonna come from. I'm gonna send you the people that you need. And this has been my fifth one that I've actually done. So God definitely dispatched his angels. He sent makeup artists, nail techs, barbers, people that provided suits, shoes, videography. It was so many people. The list goes on and on and on and on. We'll tag them. But that's why I started it, because I wanted to give people the opportunity to enjoy a moment that starts and staples adulthood for them. You know, when you enter the doors of high school, you're thinking about the day that you graduate. You're ready to get in and get out, and you're ready to party with your friends. And no matter whatever the circumstances are, financial, family, I don't care what's under the stars, under the moon, nobody should be told that they can't go to prom. No one should be told that it's not feasible or it's not within the budget or whatever. So if I could touch 20 schools in a prom season and service 1,000 students, more than 1,000 boys and girls, I would definitely do that. And that's coming soon. That's in the future. Color Me Bad is going to be able to service all of the Metro Detroit area and schools that are even out of state. So stay tuned for that. What's the next high school? Currently, I do not know yet. I can't tell you what the next high school will be, but I definitely know that I am targeting to the areas that are underfunded, that do not receive the funding and the things that they should for these schools, for these students to be able to have the prom benefit or the prom experience that they deserve. We want to make sure that it's memorable, and regardless of the location or where it is or what's going on, we just want to make sure that we are able to service the ones that, you know, in the back of their mind are thinking that they're never going to be able to experience this. And they talk to their counselors, and they go into the schools, and they talk to the principals. And so it's really easy for me to be able to do something like this, because the counselors know who these kids are, the teachers know who these kids are. They come to school every day. They see who doesn't have it. They see who, you know, is working their hardest, but they're just in a spot right now, but that doesn't mean that they're always going to be there. So we have things like the Color Me Bad prom benefit that pulls them out of that and gives them that moment and that opportunity to enjoy with the rest of their peers. So yeah. 3 must-haves before I leave the house: phone, wallet, keys. Period. I'm a twin mom. If I forget one of those, it is essential to the rest of the day. If I am so busy and I lock the keys in the house, that's 45 minutes to an hour that we have to wait for AAA or whoever's gonna come. I probably gotta put a small human through a window. It just, so phone, wallet, keys, because if I leave the phone and then we make it halfway down the road and something happens. So yeah, phone, wallet, keys. Sing that song to yourself. It's called the phone, wallet, keys song. Phone, wallet, keys, phone. That's the song that I sing before I leave. What motivates me? My children. That's really simple. I'm a twin mom, and not only do I have one person looking at me to be this superhero, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, like, I'm a mom, so I have to be everything, everywhere, at one time. Before I became a mom, I kind of like dilly-dallied on my own time, and I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Now I have to stick to a schedule, and I have to stick to, the understanding and the mindset that I'm raising people to go into this world, to be essentially great people. So that motivates me. That motivates me to check myself when I am wrong. It motivates me to, make sure that I'm being the best possible role model that I can, that I'm doing all of the things that I should be doing in front of them, on and off camera, because, that's my lineage. When I'm gone and I'm not here anymore, those are the people that are going to, continue my name and continue my business, hopefully. So that's what motivates me, my children, making sure that I'm just being the best possible woman that I can be for them, role model. It's 2024. The world has changed a lot. The women are not like they used to be. And so making sure that I, teach them what it is to have poise and class and all of these things that we should carry as women. That's what motivates me. So, yeah. The worst thing I've ever experienced in life. I don't know. The worst thing that I've ever experienced in life. Yeah, becoming a baby mama. I highly do not recommend. Worst thing ever, because no woman expects to do this thing, essentially alone. So that's probably the worst thing that I've ever experienced. I grew up, I had a good life. I really can't say I had too many bad things happen in my life, but when I got older and I created my own life and I started doing things that I probably shouldn't have been doing, yeah. So worst thing, don't become a baby mama. Highly don't recommend. It's not cool. Weirdest DM that I've ever received. Okay, this is gonna be really crazy. Y'all may not believe this. The weirdest DM that I've ever received is a guy asked me to defecate on him. Some crazy people in the world, man. I just don't understand. I just don't. I'm gonna drink on this because y'all might not like my answer, but I'm really straightforward. With the one night stand. Do I like to sleep over and leave? Honey, I'm out of there. I'm leaving. Okay, I am not staying. I am leaving because A one night stand is a feeling. It's a thing. It's something that fucking you just do, and we don't know each other that well to cuddle and lay in each other's bed. I don't think that we should be doing that. I think that if it's a one night stand, let the feeling commence, let it be, let it lay, and let it leave. And that's what I'm gonna do. Leave. Woo! Sugar. Best piece of advice in bed. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't think you in there rocking it. Don't be in there like I'm just. No. Be observant. Pay attention to the signs and the body language that is talking and calling you. You do not have to power drive it. Just because you're exerting a lot of energy does not mean you're doing the best work that you possibly can. It just means that it's probably a little uncomfortable, and just pick up on those things, guys. Girls, be observant. Turn the lights on. Make sure there's no bumps, lumps, none of that kind of stuff going on. 2 bumps, 2 boils, 2 balls. It just doesn't go together. So just make sure that you see first. You know what I'm saying? Best advice that I can give. Make sure there's nothing there that you don't want to be there, because if you do with the light, turn the lights on. Just best advice, lights on, for the first time. Let's just know what's going on. Everybody needs to see what's happening. But yeah, would you rather have bad breath or no money? I'd rather be broke, no money, because I have you ever had a person with bad breath walk to you and breathe with their mouth closed and the breath still comes through the pores? That's not a good thing. That's not good. Hygiene. We're big on hygiene over here. We're big on, breath, body, smells. We're really big. So no money. I can figure out how to make the money, but I can't figure out how to get, the bad breath is something that lingers. It's long lasting. It takes a long time to get that fixed. So we're gonna switch it up. Whoa. Hey guys. Who gave me this question? Who put this question in here? Okay. I think she put this question in here. Y'all gonna judge me. Y'all gonna judge the shit on me. What is my favorite kind of porn? Gangbangs. We're gonna end it there. That's it. Next question. How do you feel about a one night stand? Have I had them? Who the fuck has them? How do I feel about them? I feel like if it's, I feel like it's all about time, place, and energy. And what's going on in the moment. As long as they're protected, definitely protected. Protect yourself. Don't be one night standing it with Jim James Jemer Heimer Smith and you don't know what they with. Don't do that. But I mean, depending on where you are and what's going on, and if you're out of the country and you're living your life and living la vida loca, do your thing. Be safe. For me, if I probably would be out of the country where you would never see me again. I don't have to run into you at Walmart, Myers, the Dollar Tree. I don't got to see you with, your kids, or you ain't got to see me with mine. Then we be like, oh yeah, that's that one thing. No, we don't even got to do all that. Out of the country. Do the one night stand somewhere that you're not going to have to worry about running into that person, because that might be a little uncomfortable, especially if they're married. That might be really uncomfortable. What turns me off with men? How much time do we have? It's a lot. Biggest one is inconsistency. Like, be consistent, guy. Like, come on now. You approached me, you stopped me where I was, you said something to me, and and then you're on again, off again, finicky, this, that, and the third. I'm a mama. I'm a mother. I don't have time for the inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? My kids got a daddy. I don't. So, don't do me like that. If you like me, tell me that because I'm an Aquarius. I think I said that before. If I like you, you gonna know that I like you. And there's rules to me liking you. So make sure you follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? Don't be here today, gone tomorrow. Be a man who is open with your feelings, but the oversensitivity. Because then you take away my sensitivity, and then I'm not able to be as sensitive and womanly, as feminine as I need to be, because I feel like you're taking it all. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, cry with me, talk to me, tell me what you need. I'm there for you, but being a little too sensitive, like that's a big one. What else turns me off with men? Men that voiced so much and have very little. Like, don't do that. That's not hot. Tell the truth. Be honest. The world is in a different place. The economy is in a different place. And we're all in the same ship and boat. And so, whether you're doing great things in the world or whether you have all the money or you don't, you know what I'm saying? Be honest about who you are. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of men try to, voice what they have, and then they meet that woman and it just doesn't work because of the simple fact that you fabricated, your life, and you didn't need to, because some of us are real people. I'm a real person, so you don't have to fabricate with me, because I damn sure ain't gonna fabricate with you. It is what it is, whether you like it or not. So, my most embarrassing moment. What's embarrassing? There've been a few. I think we all have had an embarrassing moment. One that I can think of right now is like, I think me and my sister were in like kindergarten or like first, I don't know, we were like early childhood development, whatever that would be. And like, she pulled my pants down in front of the whole class, and it just hurt my feelings because we were children and everybody saw my butt in my underwear. And I was like, wow, you're my sister. Why would you do such a thing? But embarrassing moments as an adult. Yeah, I don't think, so I do have an embarrassing moment. So I had a truck, and every time I cut it off, like literally, it needed a jump. Like every time. Like I would like get out the car, no bullshit, and I would be like, I'm just running into the gas station or the dollar store, and I would need a jump every single solitary time. Like I could not go anywhere without my car dying, and it would be at the most inopportune time that my car would die, and I would be looking so good. Like it would be ridiculous. Like, how you be like, okay girl, I'm on my way, you leave the house, you fine as hell, and your fucking car dies, and you gotta ask people for a jump because you don't have no jumper cables, but you need to have them because you should know that your damn car is always so embarrassing. That shit is so embarrassing. Have you ever cheated on a significant other? I don't believe in that. I'm not gonna cheat on you. I'm just going to get you the fuck out of my life, because you're not giving me what I need. You're not contributing to, my things that I think relationships, man, are supposed to be so in tune. You should know, like, I get that we get in these spaces and places with people and we're like, oh, I like you, and oh, you like me too, and we have great conversation and we yada yada yada, and we do the do, and it was good, it could be all of these things, right? These, does it work, does it not work? But if you ever have to come to the point of cheating on someone, then that's just like, that was never your person, that's not your person, because you wouldn't dare be able to do that if they were what you needed them to be. So cheating, that's just so low to me. Like, I'm gonna leave you, and I hope you leave me first so I don't have to cheat, because I don't like breaking hearts and shit. So if you leave me first, that's better, so then I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I never had to cheat in the first goddamn place. So it's 50-50, a deal breaker. Let's talk about this for a second. The 50-50 thing. Now, I'm real old school. It can be at times for me. But then I also live in 2024. So I can understand the ideology behind man and woman go half and half. I paid the bill, you left the tip. We did this activity, I'm paying for this activity. So I'm not going to necessarily say that 50-50 is a deal breaker. If we're together, that's half and half. If we are together, that is 50-50. So if we go to dinner and you pick up the tab for dinner, and then we say we're not going back to the house, we're going to the next establishment, and I pick up that tab there, that's fine. I really gotta like you though. Yeah, I really gotta like you. Your conversation has to be immaculate. You have to smell amazing. You have to look great. You have to be able to entertain. You cannot be boring. You have to give me a vibe. You have to give me a vibe. And in giving me that vibe, then that will predicate if I'm willing to spend my money. And I know men that are like that. Men are like that. They're like, did you give me the vibe? Did you, cross off all these T's and dot all these I's before I do X, Y, and Z? So women are the same thing. Women are the same way. So 50-50 is not necessarily a deal breaker, but you gotta make me want to go 50-50 with you. Who is my hero and why? My mother. That's really simple. She is everything that I want to be. As far as a mother is concerned, as far as, I've watched my mother overcome a lot. I watched her, raise 2 children as a single mother without their fathers. I've watched her work. I watched her graduate. I watched her go to school and go to school and go to school again. So I would definitely say she's my hero. I want my daughters to be able to look at me and see the same thing that I see in her. So for sure. Am I a flirt? Of course. I'm a flirt. I am. I'm not even gonna hold you up. If I see what I like and I like what I see, I'm gonna go get that thing, and but I'm not a disrespectful flirt, because you have to know, you have to be able to, peep out the scene, pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on, who's there, does this man look like he's with a woman? Does it look like it's his woman? Is he with a group of women? Before I, because I'm very much like a lioness in this jungle after a gazelle, I'm very much like, I saw that thing, I like it, I want it. So, am I a flirt? I definitely am a flirt. But flirt with me back. If you don't flirt with me back, then I'm not fucking flirting with you. I think I dropped one. Funniest thing I ever saw today.
Sit down and then do it again.
Okay, do it over.
Yep.
Okay. Funniest thing I ever saw. The video that I actually watched today. A man who had a suspended license came into his Zoom call driving. Like, how dumb? That is the funniest shit that I've seen all year, because it doesn't matter what else comes out before the year is up. You have a suspended license and you came into your Zoom call driving. And the judge is like, I don't understand if he knows or we know or anybody else knows what's going on here. But yeah, that's the funniest thing. You came into your Zoom call driving and you have a suspended license. And now, not only did you come into your Zoom call driving with a suspended license, the judge said, turn yourself in. Since you want to drive yourself to the jail before 6 o'clock. And if you don't, you will be put on a, what do they call it? A warrant for your arrest with no bond. Funniest shit I've ever seen, because you could have easily, sir, pulled the fuck over, got out of the car, stood in front of the building, and said you were at the bus stop. Like, but hey, it's 2024, guys. Remember, nothing. I'm learning that nothing is unacceptable. Like, I'm learning that in 2024, there's no such thing as what unacceptable is. So yeah, funny as shit I've seen all year.